The comments which follow are excerpts of telephone calls made during September and October of 1969 in preparation for the Museum of Contemporary Art's Art by Telephone exhibition. Each artist in this exhibition described his proposal with enough detail so that the museum could create the actual piece in Chicago while the artist remained at home. For example, Sia Armajani explained,
So, first of all, I was going to tell you that the title of it, it's called A Fairly Large Number, F-A-I-R-L-Y, large number. And it's a 1 million digit number, okay? So, it's achieved through the running a simple program through a computer. And it's a program written in Fortran. Now, I'm going to read the program to you now. Okay. Now, is it all to the tape now?
yes.
The tape ready? Okay. So I'm going to sort of read card by card and explain it to the man. Okay.
Okay.
Now, it had 11 cards, and the first card is the name of a program. Here we call it Program Hang-Up.
Now what does it say on the card? The exact words say what, or whatever you have on there.
Program Hang-Up.
Program.
Hang-Up.
How do you spell that?
H-A-N-G-U-P.
Oh,
Okay, that's just the title. You can put another title there. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
That's on the first card.
The French artist Armand.
Okay. I make the description right now?
Yes.
Okay. That I would like on one of the room of the museum, of the exhibition, to have a corner reserved to be filled up with rags, scrap paper, or different odd things like that, as a to fill up a corner. In order to fill up the corner, I need 1 or 2 sheets of plexiglass, if possible. I guess 2 sheets 8 by 4 together will make a square of 8 by 8, fixed on the corner in order to make a triangular space, triangular at the base, and to fill up with scrap papers, scrap rags, and everything like that, all clothes, to make an accumulation of full up of a corner.
Good. What would you say the content of the piece would be? What's it actually about?
The context?
Content. How do you expect people to react to it, or what do you have in mind?
It's always that I had in mind about quantity. To fill up in 1960, I filled up the Rieskel Gallery with scrap metal, garbage, and everything. So I did it in Germany too in this time. And after I've always been involved in accumulation of objects or garbage. It's a sign of the quantity. It's a little bit an image. I feel to be witnesses for years of the phenomenon of the society, production, consummation, destruction.
Richard Artschwager. Large Oriental rug. Now, where do we get the rug?
Now that will be brought to you.
Yes. By the person whom I direct to deal with rugs.
By telephone.
In Chicago or in New York?
Well, it would be close to Chicago.
And the label would say exactly what? Stolen Oriental Rug by Richard Artschwager.
The rug would really be okay. I mean, a rug of some quality would be okay in a museum. It would be either, either bad or good. It would be somehow at that level would be okay.
What do you?
But the
label then would make it not okay because you don't have stolen things so labeled, especially in a museum. I mean, this is where my thinking was on. It's tripping somebody up. People seeing the label, those who know me will know that it wasn't kidding around, that this was in fact done, that the label tells the truth. So where is it? In the label, or in the rug, or interaction between the two, or interaction between the viewer, the rug, and the label, or between the viewer, the rug, the label, and the museum? It's all of those things.
John Baldessari. What I've been trying to do for the last, well, at least one kind of thing I've been working on for the last couple of years is trying to push an idea of painting a little bit further. I'm somewhat, of the opinion that painting is dead, but I think there's some interesting areas in which it can still be pushed. And so I did a series before this idea where I was using photo emulsion on canvas, or straight lettering on canvas, by using sign painters or photo processes and so on. But still keeping it on canvas because that somehow is a hallmark of traditional painting. That's the only reason I prefer that kind of ground. What I've done for the subject matter, I've gone around and with a friend, and he just walks around, and when he sees something that interests him, he just points to it. And then I photographed his hand pointing to that, whatever it is that interests him, and I make no judgment about whether it interests me or not. I just photograph it. So, and then the artist choose those slides. So, for instance, the first two paintings I've done in this series is this hand pointing to a radiator cap on a table, and the other one is pointing to a hole in a tomato plant, a hole in the leaf of a tomato plant. I have, I've probably taken 100 or so of these, and it's a whole interesting problem about what's interesting in the visual field. Would you look there if the hand weren't pointing there? Since the hand is a large part of that painting, I've been looking for people that can handle figurative painting fairly well.
In Baxter, in Canada?
I have some oral works that are I don't know if you've heard about these, where I did one in Montreal, which was given to I phoned it in. It was a jury show, and I phoned in the oral work to the jury. They had to decide on the oral thing of this work, and then it was simply labels on the wall with a description to the list that they asked one of the guards for the word. And so the guards carried the word, which was the word, it was simply the word talk. And you simply ask the guard, and you say, well, anything can be word talk. So it was all left on the oral level.
Yes.
And I have other words like whisper and different ones that are related like that. Because I like to do things right on the spot and immediately, so I'm just forced to think right now about what I'm doing. But I think you'll find it's getting at an interesting, it's really getting at the phone.
Mel Bachner.
Is from a series of works which I call transduction, which are about the way things change. And the change that's involved here is the change from language to speech. And that in this piece I'm trying to both break down this dichotomy of language and speech by going from language to speech, and then from speech to language, and constantly going through a transduction phase. And also at the same time, someone once said that written English is closer to written German than spoken English is to written English. And so I wanted to see if, in terms of the varieties of structure in the difference between language and speech, something would happen if you kept going from
November. It's titled The Last Word in Graphic Art.
George Brecht in London.
Right. Well, the project that I'm working on now, that's occupying all of my time, is a kind of research into the possibility of moving land masses over the surface of the Earth. And it occurred to me that this might be a good opportunity, your show there, to see what people's opinions are on this. No, well, you see, it's a very large project which has all kinds of aspects. So far, I've been working on the technical aspects. For example, the geology of England, for example. How deep, for example, do you have to cut England off in order not to lose the coal mine, if that's important? How to float a landmass over the ocean, things like that. But of course, you can see that it's quite far-reaching. What are the effects on people's lives if their land is moved to another place on the surface of the Earth? What is the psychological effect? And all those things come into the research.
So this is part of the research. This is part of the public opinion poll.
It's a kind of public opinion poll, exactly. Yeah.
Jack Burnham.
For a long time, I've been interested in washed out light. And the fact is that, I've seen a lot of light sculpture, and quite often when it's published and photographed, the photographs are taken and darkened. And the thing that interests me is my tape lights is that they are a low level of illumination. And so what I want to do is to take a number of them, say somewhere between 40 and 60, and hang them up in a room like spaghetti so that they'd all be facing one way. And you walk into the room and just have them hanging there, just 3-foot strips. At the other end of the room, mounted as close to the ceiling as possible, I'd have a very strong 500 or 750 watt lamp. The lamp would have heavy violet gelatin, and it would also be motorized so that it would go on and off in cycles of about 30 seconds. And what I'm trying to get here is the fact that a room will be absolutely dark, and your eyes will see nothing but green strips, not be acclimated to the dark at all. It's just black and green. And then all of a sudden, it can start to get light again, and lighter and lighter and lighter, until the whole room is intense violet. And you just see these stupid-looking strips standing there, and they're washed out, have no light intensity at all. And that's the central idea behind the piece. It's called ultraviolet.
James Lee Byers.
It would be simply that you would fly me out there on the spot, red, as I even gave you the paint name, Benjamin Moore.
Yes, we got it.
Carnival enamel. And I would like to go out into the middle of the spot, and if it's in this case, then I would like to have, say, if you make a round spot 20 feet in diameter, then I would like to have a red silk disc with me in the middle with 2 arm holes as well as a head hole. So I could walk out there with a telephone, and also in pre-arrangement with Rob Gray, since John Vandermark is now on his way to Europe, I suppose, like me.
Yes, he's there now.
And he would speak to Rob Gray, who sat in his room on his floor, usually in Paris at the publishing house, awaiting calls, I suppose. The fact that, anyway, that it would be at a particular time that he and I would simultaneously pick up the phone and say nothing as an essence of first meeting.
He would say nothing, but you would pick up the phone.
That's right.
Click.
And I mean, such an incredible, to me, an incredible dramatization of the importance of first meeting.
Yes.
I love Christopher Marlowe. The only line that Shakespeare ever wrote in his entire works, I don't know if I included that in the letter or not, was to Christopher Marlowe, and sweet to be says, and as you like it, whoever loves it, love not at first sight. Finally, I mean, the elasticity of words, I mean, that's a ritualistic question. Hello. And I love it. And anyway, I've learned a great deal from the phone. I'm excited about it. And, I mean, it's a very exciting possible show for me. I love it. As far as I'm concerned, the more dramatic and the more elegant it is, the better. And what I would like to do is simply walk into the room with carrying my complete unit of apparatus, and sit down and make the call.
Robert Cummings. Basically, two assemblies. One consists of 10 8-foot cedar fence posts.
Cedar?
Cedar fence posts.
Okay.
At either end is wrapped 9 inches of foam rubber. We take the cedar fence posts and place them in the trough.
Okay, on top of the 1x, in between the 1x2s.
And this is probably something you'll have to remember too, that the 2x4 side of these troughs is an outside edge. See, it forms like a rim to hold in the cedar fence posts and the rubber, the foam rubber. It's actually like foam rubber wheels resting in those garage lifts.
Yes.
Drive your car onto a lift and it picks it up. Something very similar to that.
Francois Dallegray.
What we talked about is having a communicator wire between two walls. The space you have at the museum. Trying to make that. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, trying to make that piece that we called the outline. And that communicator wire is under 1500 watts current. And I think we were using a wire which was number 16, which is 0.61. Mathematical, it's a bit of a mathematical simple idea of the current through the wire getting red. May look at the idea of the laser, but soft laser, because the line being so fine, the quality is almost similar to a laser.
Is it called a soft laser?
Yeah, it can be called soft laser. It goes on with the idea of the battery for the front line.
John Dibbits in Holland.
So they will do 10 stops and recording the starting, driving, and stopping sound of the car and shoot 10 photographs of the highway. The first place I wanted to have as near as Chicago, a place as near to Chicago as possible. But all the cars I could find, there was only one real straight way I could find, and it was the first part of the highway from Gary to Indianapolis. Oh, let me say, the visual thing are the photographs, but they are connected through a time process that's the cognitive thing. You can hear the connecting. You understand?
Yes.
When the car stops, you don't hear anything, only maybe passing cars. But when the car drives, that you can't see that place because it's not visual there. But when the car stops, there's the then you see the photograph.
John Giorno.
It's called Dial-A-Phone. And at the museum here we'll have 4 telephone lines connected each to an automatic answering set. Each one will have a separate different 2-minute message by 36 poem by 36 poets. And they'll be changed every day. And who are the poets? Well, there's 36, and it's Allen Ginsberg and William Burroughs and Anne Waldman, myself and Jim Carroll and Abby Hoffman and
Are they reading their own poetry?
yeah. All the instructions were to them was anything they wanted to do, and 2-minute period, and we have like 12 2-minute pieces from each poet.
Robert Grosvenor.
The material is quarter-inch stainless steel cable coated with a clear plastic coating. It's the same kind of cable that's used on boats and airplanes. It's called tiller wire.
Tiller wire.
And you can find it in any marine hardware store. Basically, the piece is...
A little louder, I can't quite hear you.
Okay, basically the piece is a cable that is stretched but from approximately 4 to 6 inches underneath the ceiling, horizontally from corner to corner in a room. And that goes over to a corner, and then it goes down to the floor. So there's a vertical line along the ceiling, a horizontal line along the ceiling, and a vertical line from ceiling to floor. It'll have to be supported by a very fine diagonal wire, like some kind of piano wire. It's the kind of piece that either disappears or comes across very strongly, I think.
Hans Haken.
Ideally, the room should be empty. And blank walls and nothing of any visual interest. And the only thing that we are aiming at is that there's a noticeable difference in temperature from the space that you come from and this space that we are talking about.
What ideally would you like to see people react to?
Well, just witnessing what it is.
That it's empty but cold room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in a way, this is a whole string of pieces that have a meteorological background, if you want to say so. Climatological. I don't know.
Because certainly you can experience a climatological changes by walking outside in the winter.
Oh, yes.
And
Well, but for that matter, you can experience almost anything that is being presented in galleries and museums for the last couple of thousand years in a slightly different manner in daily life.
so your thing is a focus on just one aspect of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Richard Hamilton in London talks to Ed Paskey in New York.
But I am interested to discover whether the result is pretty much like pretty much like the result that would have been if I were to adopt the same set of rules. In fact, I may well engage in the same occupation in London, and then it will be quite interesting to compare the two results. The subject, I suppose, is
hear your own voice after a while with whatever else is already on the loop. Gradually, well, the first person to pick it up would probably hear absolutely nothing. But by the time the loop had come back where it started for the second person, you'd start to get a signal. What keeps the thing from erasing itself? The erase head simply has to be disconnected. A lot of people will probably say obscenities. A lot of other people will probably recite Lincoln's Gettysburg Address or something like that. Without the erase head, it'll all impact on top of each other. Well, you'll just gradually get a vocal collage build up. It's essentially a musical work. Never done visual art. I mean, that's not to say that I haven't made cartoons and so on from time to time, that I can't draw, but you're more interested in essentially literature, some sort of performing, time-spanning piece. You know, when I married Alice, then I said that I was going to leave the visual stuff to her. Robert Hero.
First Arthur under A.
I see.
The first Arthur under A.
Okay.
That would be his phone number and the city and area code. Say Arthur A. of Atlanta, area code such and such, and phone number would be listed. And secondly, Arthur maybe Ball, B-A-A-L in Baltimore. Then Arthur Karn or whatever it is.
Okay.
All the Arthurs with the first last name of A, B, C.
There'll be 26 Arthurs.
Right, 26 Arthurs.
Okay.
From, with the last names A through Z, from cities, the first available city with with the same letter, like A, from, Atlanta, Baltimore, Cincinnati, whatever. And oh yes, there is one thing that below this list, there would be simply a statement saying, call any of the above numbers and ask for Art.
Art. Oh, ouch. I was going to ask you why Arthur. I'm afraid I know.
Now you know.
Yes.
And this,
Oh, it's Art by telephone.
this would be, this would,
Alain Jacquet.
Well, the point is that it's a piece, that will be painted on the wall, directly on the wall, with transparent paint, and it consists of stripes of 2 feet wide, and the height of the wall, from the ceiling to the floor.
Okay.
Yes, that could be displayed anywhere you want in the museum. So that's 10 stripes of transparent clear paint that goes from 1 coat to 10 coats.
What is it that you find particularly appealing about it? What engages your interest?
Well, I don't have any feeling about it.
You must.
No, but I like the idea of having a different number of coats on the same wall, but it's it's just that.
Ed Keenholm? I just like the idea of a photograph simulating the door over which the photograph is based. The doors on the museum toilets should be photographed by a very competent photographer who would set up a camera in such a way, probably a 8 by 10
or a good 4x5 where he's got tilts and corrections. So you can get absolutely square negative and then have it printed again square and to the exact size of the door, so that you end up with two photo murals of the toilet doors exactly the size of the doors. And then we just switch them.
Okay.
You put the men's on the women's and the women's on the men's. So, the environment inside is one that people are uptight about anyway, and if there's any kind of confusion about it, shake it a little. The viewer has a series of directions and decisions to take, which include turning around and running. And I found that many people do turn around and run, and then I find also that invariably they sometimes in their life like come back to that point and say, well, why did I run? And there's some kind of mysterious growth and progress happens, with that kind of a process. I don't mean to be presumptuous that I can do this for everyone. However, for a couple of people I have. I've triggered thinking. Joseph Kosos.
In other words, when I'm doing it at about 12 locations around the world, I'm doing one piece in each city.
What's the nature of the...
Well, it's using media. Douglas Gallery in Vancouver, I'm having 30 seconds on coast-to-coast Canadian television. In Australia, I'm using 14 newspapers all over Australia. Different things, right? But it's all one work, and although some have many sections, some only have one. Now, what is exhibited in the museum or gallery, such as like Pasadena, or a gallery like Conrad Fisher in Germany, whatever, each space is exhibiting labels, which are there's one label for each city, and so on the label is specific information about the piece done in that city, and it's in the language of the city that it's done. And so what you'll have for your museum is about a dozen labels which go in a line across the wall, and on each one in about 4 or 5 different languages will be the specifics on the piece, however it's presented in each city.
Are you setting up all of these in each city by telephone? Is that correct?
No. The only one I do by telephone is the Chicago one for the Chicago show.
Les Levine?
But what I'm hoping is that the auctioneer will be able to create, a reasonably exciting event.
Okay.
The purpose of making the print in the first place is to have this exciting event occur, which is really the work, not the print. So what I'm dealing with in the piece is the idea of just creating events for the purpose of making energy flow around a certain kind of area. And in a sense, sort of like using everything as an input. What you get in the long run is a whole group of things that were designed for the sole purpose of making something happen that afterwards has no reason to have happened. It doesn't matter that it's happened.
Follow it.
I want, using a hard pencil, draw a 60 by 60 inch square on the wall. Roll the square into a grid of 1 inch squares, 60 by 60. In other words, there'll be 3,600 squares of 1 inch.
Roll into 1 inch squares. So I'll have 3,600 squares.
Yeah. Now, draw horizontal lines in some of the 1 inch squares. Draw vertical lines in some of the 1 inch squares. Draw diagonal lines from upper left to lower right in some of the squares.
Within the boundaries of these squares, right?
Right. Draw diagonal lines from lower left to upper right in some of the squares. Now these lines may be superimposed, and some of the 1 inch squares may be left blank. The person that does it can exercise his judgment within these rules. It's more like I think of it more like a composer that writes notes, and then a pianist plays the notes. But within that kind of situation, there's ample room for both to make the statement of their own.
Robert Morris.
I want a lens that will flatten things out as much as possible and also take just a very small section of the body.
Right.
I don't know if we've described to you the kind of thing I want to do, but I wanted to have the model shirtless, running into a glass door. And I don't want the glass door to shatter or anything, but I want the action of the flesh squeezed up against the glass, flattened out.
What section of the body?
Well, I was thinking of the shoulder.
All right.
Now, not the head, but just the shoulder or the upper part.
Yeah.
And the model, if we can shoot several sequences, that would be fine.
Yeah.
We could do one where he wouldn't go through the door, but would just come at an angle, say about a 60-degree angle, and hit the glass or impact against the glass, and you would frame on that. So the camera would be stationary, and the body would come into the frame, hit the glass, impact against the glass, and then move away. And I've made other films where I don't have really anything to do with looking through the camera. It's just somebody else is so much better at it than I am. It's a matter of my describing what I want, and then having that done.
Bruce Nauman in California tells Roger Anda how to perform his piece.
If you were to stand in one place,
Right.
you take the phone. Here's what I want you to do eventually, is to take the telephone or the receiver, whichever we can manipulate.
Right.
If we can use the telephone, I'd like you to be able to clamp it between your thighs
Uh-huh.
so that you don't break the connection. You'll have to be careful of the dial and the button.
During what?
And you clamp it between your thighs and cross your ankles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then put the receiver down or let it dangle and hold your arms straight out from your shoulders with your palms up,
Mm-hmm.
fingers tight together
Shall I just try that now?
and looking straight ahead.
Uh-huh.
If you want to try it and then tell me if it works out all right
Okay. Will this be just for a moment, or will I need to do that for a prolonged period?
for a prolonged period.
Oh.
First, well, let me finish describing it then.
Mm-hmm.
After you've got yourself in that position, the project is to try and jump up and down on a cadence which I will give to you.
Yeah.
And you can continue that cadence, and then I can hang up or I can continue to stay on the line. It doesn't matter.
Continuing to hold the telephone?
Trying to hold the telephone between your legs, yeah.
Hmm.
And you're to continue to jump until the end of the tape.
Holding the phone.
Yeah.
So that it's visible, or what?
Oh, yeah.
Because it will be, I guess.
Yeah, it would be visible.
Well, you want me to hold the phone between my knees, sort of?
So you have the whole telephone there?
Just the speaker, receiver.
Part.
Yeah.
Can you get the whole telephone in there, or is the cord too short?
The cord's too short.
Okay, just the receiver.
Thank God, that would be overly difficult.
Yeah, well,
We are trying. Ready?
okay.
What's the cadence going to be like? Give me an idea.
Jump, jump, jump.
Right. And just retain the same position with arms extended all the time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, right. I'll stop after a little while, and you just have to continue by yourself.
I should continue.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Good.
Fine.
So, when is that going to happen? Next or later?
Well, I'll count for a minute or so, and then I'll
Uh-huh.
just hang up, and you can go until the tape runs out.
Mhm.
All right.
Oh, well.
Klaus Oldenburg.
Some things, in one way, it would be a way to keep up with what I was doing. Like I would say maybe finished model of ice bag today, or something like that. That would be certain events that happened to me, or I met so-and-so, or something happened to me, So there would be a kind of a living with me, something like Oppenheimer's weight piece, but I mean, it's sort of a following the pattern of thought, thinking, and so on.
That is very, very personal type.
Be very personal, yeah. And then I might put a poem in, or whatever I felt like, or an observation on something, whatever it occurred to my mind. there would almost always be a constant sense of the weather and the place and my events, you know.
Good.
So that it would be today. You could call it Today with Boss Oldberg if you want. The idea, see, one thing I wanted to get in here is the idea of seances and spirit writing. You know, when the seer is getting a message from the other world, she writes it usually on a blackboard, see? And she her hand is supposed to be possessed by the absent spirit, you know, and sort of follows whatever the spirit wants to send. And so the moment of materialization is kind of exciting. So like we could schedule it at the opening, you know, so that the message would come directly and start to appear, you know.
Dennis Oppenheim.
What I like about the idea basically is that while I'm here in New York, in a small way, the way I burn up air, the way I lose or gain weight is going to affect the proportions of that piece. And the part I like about it is that it's going to be a prevalent thing of during the entire show, the fact that every minute, whether sleeping or up, there is going to be a slight kind of fluctuation, which will at the beginning of each week affect the piece. So it's like plugged in all the time. The ingredients of course are pretty prominent in the building of that museum too. You see, all of them are very standard building material.
Richard Serra.
I think I would like to do.
Okay.
Could you take a projector, right? Just a regular standard movie projector that projects either 8 or 16, right?
Okay.
And put it from the wall at such a distance that it makes a 6 by 8 opaque rectangle on the wall. Then take either a Super 8 or 16, I don't care.
That'll be
Set
16.
it in such a way that you can film the opaque light that's being projected on the wall, right?
Okay.
Head on. So that means you probably have to line the camera up right behind the projector, right?
Okay.
And then develop the film and put it in another projector next to the first projector and project it on the wall so it's juxtaposed with the first. So you have two squares, two rectangles, each 6 by 8.
Okay.
One the projected light, one the